I don't know if you guys are into the whole Marvel universe thing world,
These
or
two are
DC,
big into
or
Kyle and I like it.
or DC. What? I'm not happy with it, but what are your thoughts on the new Gumball Superman? Like,
I don't know.
I'm a Snyder Superman guy. I like when Superman was dark, along with Batman, like the Frank Miller type of Batman and Superman. I'm not a big fan of the new Superman because it's, it's nice and light and cute and fluffy and nobody dies and he's saving squirrels and rabbits, and I don't know. That just really pissed me off, the new Supergirl thing. I mean,
so I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it because it's not dark or because it's not good? Because I love Dark Knight, for example, which is pretty dark, right? Yeah. It sort of started, it kicked off the whole movement into like darker comic based movies. All right, cool. But I also like Thor Ragnarok, which was kind of silly. I know him from work. And okay, you didn't. Okay, so you're just not into funny ones. It's not your cup of tea.
Is that the one that TT produced?
It's the first one he did. The first one he did, yes. Now he did the next one too, I think, with the goats that kept screaming.
Oh, that was awful.
Right. Yeah, all right. So we're aligned on that. But I thought Thor Ragnarok was the strongest Thor.
It was the strongest one, but I am an old school Thor dude. Like, Thor is supposed to be a serious, god-like, egotistical character. You know what I mean? And to take him and make him funny, and it just ruins it for me. Like, I mean, a couple of small things when you make it funny here and there, yeah, that's cute. But when he showed up in the original Avengers, and he jumps out of the plane after Loki, and Tony Stark's about to jump out after him, and then Black Widow goes, "Oh, those are gods. You don't want to mess with them." You know what I mean? Like, and it was like, serious Thor is like what it should be.
What did Captain America say? Like, there's only one God, man.
Yeah,
he jumps up the back of the plane.
Exactly.
Love that.
Yeah, it's only one. Yeah, that's the Thor. That's how Thor should be. It's like hardcore serious. And yes, it's comic. They're comic books and not supposed to be serious, but it's like. The Frank, for instance, Frank Miller's Sin City. I don't know if you know the whole comic book world like that. Hardcore acting, hardcore comics, like rated R stuff. When you saw the full Snyder verse, what is it? Was that DC group?
The Snyder Cut.
Director's cut.
Snyder Cut
of Justice League.
Thank you, Justice League. That was hardcore. Like, it was 10 hours to watch, but you saw Wonder Woman's people dying and going in the ocean, and you saw
that was one of the better scenes in the whole movie. Was the whole beginning at the beginning when the Amazonians are fighting with fucking CGI man. That was a cool. They're on the horses. They've got like the MacGuffin, and they're passing it from one Amazon to the other. Yeah, they're like giving their lives to get it a little further. It was reminiscent of that scene from Andor or whatever, or Rogue One, when they're trying to get the Death Star plans down the hallway. It was a cool scene,
and
it expanded on all the characters, and it made them. It made, you got some time with The Flash. You got some time with Aquaman. Everybody got developed a little bit better. But they shot themselves in the foot by not starting with the individual films the same way that Marvel did. They wanted to catch up in 5 years instead of 15 years. And they ended up having to do a full reset with your Gumball Superman, as you called him. I don't think I like Superman. Like, I just don't. I don't think I've ever liked any version of Superman that I've ever seen, really. He's so vanilla and right down the middle and really doesn't have anything distinguishable about him. He's good old American farm boy, pure at heart to a fault, and he's not even all broken up about what happened with Krypton and his parents or whatever. That doesn't really haunt him or affect him. I mean, it's there. It's part of his personality, but not like Batman, where Batman's always going on about his fucking parents and the Joker and the pearls in the alleyway. Yeah. Woe is me.
Change the record. Dude.
I've become the thing that haunted my nightmares to haunt the nights of Gotham. Like, that's cool gothic shit. I like that. Fucking gargoyles.
I have a different complaint about Superman. I believe a good Superman can be made. You just need to power scale the enemy to make it appropriate. All right, cool. My issue is every superhero I've ever seen that has super speed conveniently forgets he has super speed from time to time. They get punched in the face by human-like motions. And I'm like, what are we doing? This guy is faster than light. This guy reverses time. This guy moves so quickly that I can't even perceive it. There was in Invincible, there was a character who was talking to his girlfriend, and it's hilarious because he's like, this is so intensely boring for me. To me, this conversation, every one of your sentences lasts 3,000 years or something close to that. And I'm like, oh my God, imagine that it was Red something.
It's just a guy thing now.
Red Rush. He's been dead since season
Red
1.
Rush. Yeah, he died in the first episode, I think, but early episodes. In any case, he's talking to a regular person and explaining how excruciating talking to non-speedsters is for him because it just drags on and on and on. He perceives time differently than we do. Yet, I think, it turns out Omni-Man has super speed too. That's how he loses. He catches his fist mid-thing. But Omni-Man's super speed seems to come and go all the time. And that is my frustration. Every speedster I can think of conveniently forgets to be speedy from time to time.
That's how it is trying to answer a cokehead's question. Like where they just cut you off right in the middle of it because they're just
it's a tough skill to balance. So they're always having to take it away from heroes. Like usually speedster comics are about the speedster losing his speedster abilities. And as soon as he gets them back, everything is fixed. He might just turn time back and forth back, or with the Flash, he's always just using the speed force to like create a new fucking reality. He's going back in time and like creating a new alternate version of history all the time. So yeah, speedster powers just don't balance well in any sort of comic or movie. Like same thing with the X-Men. Every time that Quicksilver is there, it's like, man, those scenes are great. We all love those little music montages when he runs around to like one of
drinking the coffee along the way,
time in a bottle, and he's running around just fucking shit up, and like bullets are moving like snails, and he's just moving them out of the way and stuff. That's so good.
That was so well shot.
He's so overpowered. He just fixes every situation.
That guy dies in a later movie. A different actor plays him, but by getting shot. And I'm like, what are we doing here? Did he conveniently forget he was a speedster? He gets shot to death?
He jumped in front of the bullets to save.
Yeah. Okay.
Couldn't
but
he
this
just
is
like
the same guy who moved like 100 people out of the way of an explosion in another movie.
Different versions.
But in this situation, the only solution was to jump in front of the bullets. And another thing about speedsters, and this is actually true of superheroes in general, they get like this deadly inertia thing wrong all the time. I am moving at like darn near the speed of light and I push you out of the way, you're a puddle of mist, right? And
like they could be one of the X-Men movies. Quicksilver puts his hand on the back of Magneto's head and he's like, what are you doing? And he's like, whiplash. And they go, like take off forward. And like when they stop, Magneto vomits. He's like, happens to everybody the first time. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, all right, that's
okay, kind of cool. I like it, but
when they change directions,
if you know how knockouts work in boxing, that doesn't help all that much either. And then there's the other one where like a woman falls 80 stories down a skyscraper and Superman just catches her in his arms. If you don't go down a few stories to slow that thing, as you know, she would just get. But
that's what made Garfield's Gwen death so realistic.
Okay.
Which she dropped and he got her with a web, but her head hit the cement because the inertia didn't stop, right? So it's like that's when she died. And that's what made that. That's why I think Garfield is the best Spider-Man. Did you go to the theaters yet?
No, I don't think any of us have been to the theaters in really, really long time.
It was so much better at the theater because the end scene where she's being chased, like the whole audience, the whole theater was just losing it. Like there's certain things
I want to avoid that though. Really? Because it was dead silent at my house because my girlfriend knows better.
I was rushing back in with snacks.
The right movie theater, like cheers and excitement, can add to this experience. We loved it with the UFC. I know it's a different thing, but it added to it.
I've seen some Star Wars movies. I've seen some Marvel movies in theaters where we are all of the same like nerd core mindset if we're watching it on opening day. And there's no like little children who are distracted. There are no people on their phones. There's none of those old people who are just killing an afternoon or something that you get in matinees sometimes. Everybody's a fucking Star Wars nerd. So when they see Darth Vader, you hear everybody gasp. Or when Captain America
they didn't expect him to show up.
when Captain America got Mjolnir,
Yes.
This sounds terrible. Movies I want to watch in silence at my house. Sporting events are objectively better.
Took that energy. Those movies, there are a few moments that can capture the energy that you get with watching a sport with a group, because you're also same mind. We all want that guy who's down and out to land that punch and win it. And when he does, we are all feeling the exact same emotions at the same time, and we're all cheering the same way. And you're one with the audience and the crowd. You can get that concert sometimes too, especially if we're all singing along to lyrics that we've all like heard in our car 1,000 times. Like everybody's of one mind. You can do that in a movie. When you do 27 Marvel movies or whatever in a row, and then it's go time. We got 15 minutes here, something like that. And then Captain America picks up that fucking hammer and
that sounds just terrible. I don't want to hear people cheering during a movie because I'm going to miss stuff.
You don't miss anything. He catches it and pauses for applause. Like when he catches it, the camera, the world freezes because Captain America has a magical fucking hammer, and the camera just goes, shoom. It follows it to him, and and the impact of catching it kind of like brings his arm back, and he's just like.
Hold on.
And then the first thing he does is use it. He's competent with it. He calls the lightning from the sky and drops it on Thanos. And we're all like, oh my God, Captain America's Thor strong.
People are throwing their fedoras at the screen in uproarious joys.
You have to understand, Captain America is this legend. He's perfect. He's a wonderful superhero. But honestly, his greatest power is leadership. And you're like, leadership is cool and everything, but you ain't Superman. But now he's Thor with leadership, and it's dope.
When the theater went quiet, right, and then you hear on your left, and then the theater, and then you see the circle start opening up, and the whole crowd in the theater just freaking loses it. That's a moment you keep.
And while the crowd's losing it, he's like, "Is that everyone?" And they're like, "You wanted more?" Yes. Ant-Man with the Incredible Hulk in his palm. It's like, holy shit! Ant-Man gets big.
You know, what would be better than leadership as a kind of ethereal skill. I'd want to be a master of assumption, where I could just look and I would be like, "That guy's got a gun." And then, or I could see like people are getting excited at Chevy's. The food's getting brought out, and I'm like, "That's not ours." Like, no matter what, I can just assume, and it's
your buddy brings a new girlfriend. Won't work out.
Oh, that's funny.
You're bluffing. I'm the best poker player of all time.